A couple of years ago, they found me. I found 2 dead bodies here in Tacoma. And one was a young man. I was on my way to my restaurant because I owned a restaurant several years ago in the Tribune building. And I saw him 6 o'clock in the morning laying on his backside. And I got out my vehicle and I tapped him on the foot and thought maybe he had fallen. But somebody apparently put a bullet in his head. And within a week later, it was Thanksgiving morning, I find another body in the same location. And I'm trying to figure out, what is God showing me? What's going on? And I just couldn't fathom that, people on the streets, I saw you on the news, you're finding these dead people, stay away from us. And something started happening to me, and it made me sick. I developed a hard case of PTSD. I didn't know how to ask for help, and it took its toll on me. I was depressed, I isolated, I cried a lot, and I was just a wreck. And as the journey went, there were some battle scars. I lost my wife as a result of it. And finally, it got to a point where living in my car is uncomfortable. People stepped up that I didn't realize loved and cared about me, and they directed me to get help, and I did. And it was one of the better choices I made in my life, because again, I grew up in a culture where you just don't ask for help, you just live with it. That's how I was able to have the courage to move forward and go to the tiny village and surrender and let him take over from there. The tiny house village is a place where people learn life skills again. They learn how to live in their community. We have protocols, we have structure, and we have lots of love. And they also get a case manager, so someone to help navigate them back to a place where they could actually sustain their lives. And so with that said, your stay there could be anywhere from 6 months to a year because everybody's journey is different. When it's time to move, they will help you find a place so you can actually have a solid foundation to start a new life. And they did that for me. I have a beautiful place now, and I have a great career. God, this is what he was showing me. He was showing me what my calling was going to be, and I didn't recognize it at the time. I'm happy to be a peer coach for Boulder Care, and what my role is as a peer coach is we walk along with someone on their journey to recovery. Because we came from that place, we are more equipped in understanding that person's situation. It's a skill set that you develop after you've been clean and sober, like myself, for at least 20 years. I've been clean and sober for 20 years. And with that said, we provide resources, and we can set up visits. They can get a clinician, they can get medicine, and they get a peer coach, and they get some Jesus. And this is awesome. We go on this journey. We let them know, hey, you're not alone. We can do this. You can do this. And as we go, you see the progression. You see how people's lives begin to turn around. And it's a beautiful thing to see that, to be a part of that, with God leading the way. That's what I do. During this crisis of COVID, what God did in my life is he showed me how powerful he is. Just the simple fact that we are engaging with people through the internet, through Zoom, and God's traveling all through it. Not only is Jesus at work, but he's got a plan. And his plan is in place. And we're gonna win a lot of souls back in the years to come. As dark as these times may appear to be to what people are watching on the news, there are a lot of things that the devil doesn't want us to know that's going on behind the scenes. And I'm behind the scenes. So no matter what's going on out here, I just want to encourage everybody out there that God is in control.